We bury the dead. And unfortunately, that includes this movie.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Hello, everybody. We have gathered here today to lay to rest the film We Bury the Dead, the zombie genre, and because death and misfortune always comes in threes, Daisy Ridley's career. Let's start with Daisy. I personally do not blame Daisy Ridley for the death and the just mutilation and humiliation that has befallen Star Wars. I don't think it's her fault, right? You know, she didn't do it. She was definitely a party that participated, but it wasn't like her drive. You know what I mean? She's a pawn on the chessboard. I think Daisy Ridley is kind of like rigor mortis or like decomposition. You know, she's not the cause of death. She shows up post-mortem. She's a sign of death, not the cause of it. You understand? I don't know who thought that that Daisy Ridley can get people into the seats. Yes, I am one of those. I had no idea. I've never heard of this movie. I was just looking to see some new movies, and I saw this one. I saw what I thought was a boy with an axe for the promo. It's Daisy. That's Daisy Ridley. She's got a very boyish figure. That's just a little Asian boy. But no, the movie starts off on a horrible sign because there's like 7 production companies. 7 production companies are responsible for bringing this stinker to the theaters. And it was only in the theaters for, 2 weeks? I've heard people rush out the day of, the week of. You know, you want to see the new movies, the new flicks. Yeah, yep. I rushed out because I wanted to see this before it left theaters. Oh, look at it. Was like one showing a day. It's done. It's done on like Thursday. They're not participating anymore. And you know, I mean, 2 weeks in the theaters, you shouldn't have had a day. Let's be honest. This movie sucks. The next thing that I want to address is just the movie. Why does this movie suck so bad? Like, it's not Daisy. Daisy, I can't go as far as saying Daisy can't act. I think Daisy acts fine. I just don't think horror, sci-fi is like her genre. She needs to be like, you know, 17th, 16th century romance, melodrama crap, you know? And that's why this movie sucks, is because this isn't a zombie movie. I read one of the, on the trailer, one of the promos said, undead like you've never seen before in film. I was like, what? Like, boring as hell, dumb and lame? It's stupid. This is, it's not even a zombie movie. This is a zombie movie after the fact. This zombie movie is, in fact, an analogy. This is truly a story of, I guess, love, loss, and letting go. Like, what? So many elements just don't make any sense. They're just, it's so unbelievable. It is so hard to immerse yourself in this bullshit world that the writer, director, producer, what they've crafted. Okay, so first things first. Okay, this is a military experiment gone wrong. The United States, because fuck them. Why is Daisy Ridley's not even an American? She's English. Why are you cosplaying as an American? America's the bad guys because they're testing a new military weapon off the coast of Tanzania. And I guess it worked too well and killed everyone on Tanzania. What kind of weapon is this? It looked like a nuclear explosion. You know, it looked like an atomic weapon, but it's not. It's actually some form of biological electromagnetic pulse. It's an electromagnetic pulse. It's an EMP, but for biological organisms. So basically, it shut everyone's brain down, and I'm assuming heart as well, you know, because, you know, defibrillate. Electricity is how your heart beats, so I'm assuming it shut the heart down as well. But brain activity killed everybody. So, you know, boo America. This is America's fault. And America's like, I'm not cleaning this fucking mess up. I'm not going to go door to door. I'm not even going to use my own troops. Like all the military are like kiwis. Like, all right. So we're not even going to clean this up. This is your mess. All right. We dropped the bomb. You clean it up. So they bring in all the civilians to like do the demo and the body removal and retrieval. I just don't see why bring in a bunch of civilians. It makes absolutely no sense. And then to add on top of no sense, some of the people who are dead, but they're not dead. Like they're undead. They come back to life. Why? Well, if you've ever seen the movie Casper the Friendly Ghost, it's because they have unfinished business. Fucking stupid. What? And they say this like it's supposed to like matter or mean something. There's only like two or three of these weird zombies that have unfinished business to like where they're doing something other than attacking people. So I just have to assume all these other violent, aggressive zombies, their unfinished business was that they never like got into a fight. I've never won a fight before, and today's the day. Brother. Ugh. The zombie genre is dead. The zombie genre is just a dead genre. It needs to be put to rest. I was there. I remember going to theaters. I believe it was 2002, 24 years ago, when they introduced the concept of the fast zombie. Thank you, 28 Days Later. They're like, hey, zombies are, dead and slow and shambling around. What if we make them fast? Ooh, scary. And it reinvigorated an entire genre. I mean, that is the most unique adaptation to zombies I think will be made in my lifetime. I don't know. It's a stupid movie. This is a stupid movie. Zombies, in general, are stupid. They're supposed to be an obstacle. They're supposed to be in the background as we discuss something else. And, I mean, that was properly done in We Bury the Dead. But the topic we've decided to discuss is closure. Is closure in a relationship? So her drive, her motivation in this movie is that she has flown from America, because she's an American, them damn Yanks. She's come from America to Tasmania to volunteer to move bodies in an effort to locate, discover, confirm the status of her husband. Yeah, that's what she says, my husband. Now, as the movie progresses, we find it's her estranged husband. But either way, it's just so unbelievable for me to think that a woman to like get on a plane and go to another country and then volunteer into moving bodies just to see the man she loves. It's so weird. No, man, no one expects you to do any of this at all. Off the rip, this should have been, the gender should have been reversed. It should have been like, Daisy Ridley should have been cast as the wife who went out to this Tanzanian island that the husband's going to go find. And then you could just have her, ham it up in the flashbacks, because it just doesn't make sense that she's doing this. It doesn't. But she does it. She's there because she's in love. She has love. Love will guide the way. She finds this one dude there, and out of nowhere, she just comes at him with a plan. She's like, okay, well, if we take this motorcycle and we sneak out here, we could get here 200 miles away. We could be at the resort. Are you in? You said you wanted to take that motorcycle for a spin. This would be a hell of a test drive. And yeah, he's in it. He's like, yeah, let's do it. I mean, we're just civilians, It's been granted access to a military operation where the military are shooting anyone who moves. Like anything that moves, they assume is like a zombie that came back to life and they're shooting it. So yeah, let's hit the open roads, baby. I hear down south's on fire still. So they go. The whole movie, there's just all these like echoes, these flashbacks of Daisy Ridley with her effeminate husband. And it's just weird. It's just so strange. It's hard for me to believe. Daisy finally gets down to the resort that her husband, who works in renewable energies, she says she's a physical therapist, and she does nothing. She gives the one guy that she cons into driving 200 miles, going AWOL, risking his life to help her. She finally is like, oh, okay, I'll rub your shoulder. I guess I'll do something that I know and I haven't practiced. Like, go yourself. Why wouldn't you should have done that in the town? Why aren't you helping people? Selfish. And she is selfish because she goes all the way down to the resort to confront her husband. She checks every door. She's checking everywhere. She's going to find him. And then there's the one door, the door she looks at, and it's got a sign on it. Please do not disturb. I gasped. I was just me in the theater. So, I mean, I was basically talking to myself. I was having it was me in the theater. I was the only one who saw this stinker. And she was like, oh, she walked over and she opened the door. Now, this resort, beautiful. Not a fan of it because none of the doors are locked. I don't understand. She doesn't have a key. She doesn't have a key card or anything. She's just opening all these doors. So she opens this one and she goes in. And her husband is dead. He's all putrefied and dead and rotting and he's on the floor. And she's all like, hey, babe. I'm here. Well, there's a flashback where she's like, let me drive you to the airport, babe. And he's like, no, I think I should just go by myself and we can talk in a week. Oh, that's how he left. That's why she's been stewing this whole time. She's got unfinished business. Is she the zombie? So she went out there, she confronts him, and then all of a sudden, like, I knew he was fucking someone else before she even went in that door because he had a sign on saying don't disturb. None of the other doors had that. Why does your single husband have a do not disturb sign on? Is he that manic? Is he that ruin his day if anyone goes through his stuff? No, he's in there fucking someone. And he is. But yeah, he cheated on her. And then, she's like, oh, what's going on, Ben? Do you have anything you want to say, Ben? You want to wake up, Ben? Do you have unresolved business, Ben? Because, all the zombies are supposed to wake up if they have unresolved business for some reason. Some stupid moron said that. Now we're playing Casper rules, and he doesn't wake up. And she just starts pounding his chest. Wake up, you bastard. I want to fucking... Well, like, oh, no, why would you? Stay dead. Like, holy shit. I was down here having an affair on you because, well, what's revealed is she was cheating on him. Like, she's not even, like, innocent in any of this. So she's disgusted with herself. She eventually puts her wedding ring on the counter, which I thought was real funny because there's a scene where this guy wanted her to, like, pretend to be his dead wife and wear his dead wife's wedding ring. And she's like, I will never take off my wedding ring. Do you hear me? I will never take it off. I was like, what, did you keep that wedding ring on when you were fucking that other guy behind your husband's back? Did you have the wedding ring on then, sweetheart? I have no sympathy for this woman. But she convinces the guy that was helping her to help move her dead husband's body down to the beach. And the man throws up on the body, which I thought was just weird. It's weird on multiple levels. It's weird that the guy threw up on the body. Okay, that's just disrespectful in itself. And it was played like a joke, but it's not funny. But not only is it not funny, it makes no fucking sense. Because when we're introduced to this character, the person who is helping him runs out of the house and falls to their knees and just starts throwing up. He's like, I'm so sorry, I can't do it. It's disgusting. This character, our character, he doesn't even wear a mask. He doesn't even wear a mask because he's like, it stinks. It stinks. You got a cherry flavored mask? Is your mask helping you at all? Who cares? Just pop it off. It stinks. So what made him throw up? I would have given it a pass if he said something like I'm hungover or something because he's been drinking the whole time. But no, it's just like, oh, he's actually, he's kind of, a bitch. Thank God we have Ray here. Thank God Daisy Ridley is here. Real man. But she takes her husband down to the beach with his assistance. And you're like, well, she's going to bury her husband on the beach, right? Because the movie's called We Bury the Dead. No. She puts her husband in a boat and sets it on fire and pushes it out to the ocean. She gives her husband a Viking funeral. What? The only burying of the dead reference, she goes into an RV and drags the dead family out and just lays them in the ditch. You're like, fuck them. And then she's going to take a nap in the RV. And then the dad of the dead family wakes up. And he starts scampering around. And you're like, oh no, she's ready. She's like, oh God, I'm going to have to go kill another zombie. She kills a lot. She kills probably like 4 or 5 of them. Like just bashing their heads in with like bottles, fire extinguishers. I know the promo's got an axe. This is the only scene she uses the axe. So she helps like this zombie dude dig a hole. The zombie's out there with a shovel digging a hole, and she's like, sure, I'll help. And she digs a hole with the zombie, and then they drag his family into the hole, and then the zombie kind of like just squats there and just like looks off to the distance. And she's like, I know what you want. You want me to cave your skull in with this fire axe? Well, don't ask. You don't have to ask me twice, buddy. So she cracks this up, and the whole time, like, I'm this is ripe for parody. Like, I would love to see, like, no one would know the reference because who the hell saw this movie? But like, for this to end up in another movie, and she's going to like crack his skull, and he's like, "Hey, what the hell are you doing? No, I don't want you to just kill me. The fuck is wrong with you? In what way did I even like? How did we communicate that I wanted you to bash my brains in? I'm just mourning for my family right now. Okay." That's the only burying of the dead. It's a zombie, and she kills him, and she buries him. On their way back, they drive past the house to this guy that kind of like kidnapped her and had him dress up as his wife. Well, he kept his wife alive. And he's one of the main, I think he is the maniac who's like, they come back if they have unfinished business, because his wife had come back. She's a zombie. She's a pregnant zombie because she has a baby. He's like, we're going to have my firstborn, and it's still alive in there. I felt it kicking. And he's got this woman. So there's this scene is like a straight ripoff from The Walking Dead. I want to say it's season 2 where you go, is it Herschel? Where you go to the farm, and they have like all the town chained up in the farm as zombies because some stupid fucking reason. This guy's done the same thing. He's got all of them in there chained up, and he's like, they're getting more aggressive by the day. But anyway, she's driving by and she sees the pregnant lady, and it's disgusting because she's in her gown, but there's like blood in the front and the back, and she's no longer pregnant. What happened? You can hear a baby screaming in the distance. Daisy Ridley sprints through a farm to some weird altar where this baby had been laid, and she has a baby now. That's how the movie ends. I have no fucking clue what, like, there's an artsy message to all of this. But yeah, the movie ends with a baby and Daisy Ridley and some dude. We're supposed to feel for this guy. He has this like moment where he's like, yeah, my baby mama and my daughter don't want nothing to do with me. They say I'm a bum to go f myself. I'm like, well, yeah, all movie you've been drinking alcohol, bro. Fucking lame. Lame movie. Bad movie. I wouldn't see it. Definitely a one-timer. The first one-timer for this channel. We bury the dead. It's buried. Well, until next time, my friends. Farewell.
No, please save yourself.
For what?
For me. Because I love you. And I must kill you.
A crazy kid.
Israel!